Go ahead and check yours out real quick. Checking.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Mic check, 1, 2, 1, 2. Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Welcome into the Pacers Sports Network. I am your host, voice of the Pacers, Will Dalton, here with my guy, Graham Smith. And the weekend is here. And I got to be honest, I don't know if I can think of any better way to start the weekend with some Pacer basketball. What do you think, Graham?
Partner, pleasure to be here as always. This is going to be a jam-packed weekend of WPU athletics. So we're going to be very busy here on the Pacers Sports Network. But you're absolutely right. We got a great matchup here tonight between the visiting Pfeiffer Falcons and your William Peace University Pacers, and another opportunity for the Pacers to keep the momentum going as they come into this game on a 2-game win streak.
Yeah, Pacers come in here 6-4 overall. They're 6-4 in conference, as all of the games they've played have been conference games. And like you said, on a 2-game win streak, as they got the sweep last weekend against Greensboro. Won the first one here at the Herm, and then won the next one on the road at Greensboro. Pacers 4-1 here at the Herm. They are 2-3 on the road, and meanwhile on the other side they'll be taking on again Pfeiffer, who comes in here at 3-3 overall. 3-3 again. They've had all conference games, so that's their conference record as well. They are on a 1-game winning streak. They're 1-2 on the road. As far as the standings are concerned, William Peace at that 3 spot in the Eastern Division of the USA South. Again, they are 6-4 overall. They're behind Meredith at 2, Meredith being 5-1, and then Wesleyan sits atop of the East at an undefeated 8-0. So a couple of games back William Peace is, and they lose the toss here as Pfeiffer will get the first crack at it as we get things started here tonight. Hope you're all having a great week, and we're ready to get things started with you this weekend. Almost thought we had a steal there for William Peace, but it'll end up back in the hands of one of the Pfeiffer players. First attempt no good, and Mariah Parton had a rebound, but then loses it. And she lost it to Reagan Allen. As far as your starters for tonight, for William Peace, you've got Mariah Parton, Sydney Austin, Lauren Cross back in there in the starting lineup, Jamisha Sanders in there, and then Sierra Baker rounds things out at 5. And then on the other side of the Pfeiffer, they start Alexis Muriel, Maya Johnson, Amaya McLean, Brina Bentley, and Reagan Allen. Those last two are seniors. In fact, they've got almost a completely senior starting lineup. Johnson, McLean, Bentley, and Allen, all 4 of those seniors. And Alexis Muriel, she is a junior. Pfeiffer comes up empty once again, and will be partnered with another rebound. I believe that's her second one already here with just a little over a minute ticked off here in the first quarter from the Herm. Game 1 of a 2-game set between Pfeiffer and William Peace. Cross gets it to Parton. Now stolen away. So it'll be Amaya McLean to get that one from Parton. Deep one, no good. Well short from the right corner. As that'll be a foul, I believe, against Lauren Cross. Her first foul of the night. First foul against anybody here tonight. Now that'll be a quick timeout with 8:26 to go. No score just yet. So we'll take a short break and get right back to you on the Pacers Sports Network. Welcome back out of a William Peace timeout, as with 8:26 to go here in the early part of the first quarter. No score just yet. Lauren Cross a foul leading into the timeout as William Peace wanted to talk a few things over. Coach Marquetta Dickens in her first season as putback attempt is good, and that'll be Pfeiffer on the board first. Maya Johnson.
During that timeout, Coach Dickens talking about William Peace University just has to do a little bit better things of some simple assignments as they're able to score there. But what she was talking about, she was not pleased with Pfeiffer on their first 2 possessions as the turnover goes against the Falcons there. She was not pleased with how they were getting to the basket too early, and also when the Pacers were trying to crash on defense, when the Falcons were going to the boards. They left one person open in the corner. It was Bentley who took the three-point shot. So William Peace right now just has to get into their style of play, and as Coach Dickens mentioned, get better on some simple assignments.
Yeah, I would assume that's a big reason for the timeout that was called that early, is because in game 1 of last week's series with Greensboro here, when the Pacers kind of got down, what were they down by, like almost 20-some, I think, in the first half of that game. And then again, they completely turned it around. A big reason why they were able to do that is because they were able to clean up a lot of those mistakes that they were making that led to that big deficit and all the turnovers. They, of course, ended up winning that game as a result of cleaning up their act. Parton makes her first free throw here.
I mean, don't get me wrong, Will. This is obviously a really good William Peace Lady Pacers team with a 6-4 record. It just seems like at times to start ball games, they shoot themselves in the foot a little bit with turnovers, some sloppy passes. And I'm just sure Coach Dickens, at this point of the season, towards the very end, just wants to have a very sound game from start to finish. And that's what she wants to look for from her team.
So that'll be another timeout. And to your point, I think she knows what her team is capable of, and they are capable of playing that clean, winning style of basketball, as we've seen on more occasions than not. So 4-2 your score. Pacers lead it here. 7:37 to go in the first. We appreciate you joining us. We'll take a short break and get right back to you on the Pacers Sports Network. I told you it'd be a short break.
That was more of a station identification right there. We just wanted to make sure the Wi-Fi connection was sorted out.
I want to make sure our equipment was working. On the other end, Pfeiffer, no good, as it was a pretty clean lane down there for Alexis Muriel, but she misses her attempt. 7:30 to go here in the first.
I was about to say, speaking of identification, there was no identification of who was supposed to be looking out for Muriel. She just came and stole that ball from the inbounds pass.
Cross receives, lob and pass down the floor. She'll pull it back out beyond the arc. A lob pass into Sanders. Sanders, a nice bucket already here as she gets another to go. As the bank is open as Sanders gets out to a nice start here. That's something she's been going after here for a while now. A nice explosive start. She's been looking for that. Storm Cross comes down with it. Pacers lead by 4. Cross picks it up. Gets it to Sanders again. Sanders, and I believe they're going to call a travel against Sanders.
Sanders had a good game this past Sunday against the Greensboro Pride. She finished with 10 points, 4 of 10 from the field. No three-point attempts, but she was able to get 3. She was 3 of 5 on offensive and defensive rebounds, and she was able to pick up 8 rebounds herself.
Bank is open on the other end for Pfeiffer as Amaya McClain gets that one to go, and that'll bring the Falcons within 2 here.
And in Pfeiffer's previous game against Mary Baldwin in a thrilling overtime win, they were able to pick up 51 rebounds. And they were able to cause 18 turnovers, so that's one thing the Pacers are going to have to be careful of in this game.
Foul underneath, that'll send Jamisha Sanders to the line.
Well, how about that previous game for the Pfeiffer Falcons? It was a Monday game, which is kind of unusual because most games take place on Fridays or Sundays. And they went right down to the wire as they had to take it to overtime to secure a 101-94 win over the Mary Baldwin Fighting Squirrels, who fought to the very end but just came up a little bit short against the Falcons. So I'm sure Pfeiffer would look to continue that momentum against a really good William Peace University team and try to come out of the Hermanite with an upset.
Yeah, they'll definitely be trying to do that. Sanders gets a couple free throws to go there. Sanders typically a 61% free throw shooter this season. Pfeiffer trying to close the gap here. They've got it down to 3 as we're almost halfway through the first quarter. Baker, nice defense there. The drive in is good for Brina Bentley. Those 4 seniors. Starting lineup for Pfeiffer. Devin Shenso in the lineup here for the first time tonight. She'll get an assist right off the bench. Sanders making her presence known here early. She's got 7 of the 9 points for WP so far. Here they come again as Pfeiffer comes up Bentley. Devin Shenso right after her assist will hit the floor hard. No foul, but there will be a jump ball just behind that.
That's usually where the Pacers thrive in those quick breaks and transition off steals or a turnover. Unfortunately for Devin Shenso, she just put a little bit too much power behind that layup and just couldn't make the shot, or just couldn't come up with a shot.
Well, and that was one of the parts that they cleaned up, if you recall, from that Greensboro game, because going back to that first half where they kind of struggled, one of the big reasons why was they were overthrowing a lot of passes in transition, and they did a really good job of kind of cleaning that up. And again, leading to that nice win here at home last week. So we'll see if they continue that. So they lead it by 3 here. 5 minutes remaining as we're halfway through the first. Baker driving in on the right side. That's a good block. Angel Rowland there to meet Baker on the right side. The out-of-bounds William Peace ball here. 4:53 to play. With it. She's been on a nice little hot streak. Kicks it out. Lauren cross, no good. She was just inside the arc. Deep 2. So here comes Pfeiffer with 4:40 remaining in the first. Devin Shenso, nice defense. Baker as well as they double team down on the left. Little jumper, highly contested, no good for Alexis Muriel. Bounds, and we go to Pfeiffer. Subs, both sides here.
Both teams currently dead even at turnovers as they each have 4 apiece. Will now make that 5 for William Peace off that previous turnovers. That's going to be that's going to be another thing that's hurt the Pacers a lot early on in these games. Like we've stated, it's turnovers, so they want to keep that down as much as they can to start off this ball game.
Missed attempt there by Peters. Sydney Austin bringing this up for Peace. 4:05 to go here in the quarters. Osina gets it to Kiera Williams. Good D there, as it's looking like it'll be a foul called against Peters. We'll send Kiera Williams to the line, her first attempts of the night.
Kiera Williams had 2 big games against the Greensboro College Pride. That first game, she was a big contributor to that win. And then this past Sunday on the road, she finished with 13 points and 7 rebounds. So she's looking to keep the momentum going and continue her hot season. She's only a sophomore, but she's going to be a big role player these next 2 years for this Pacer team.
She's also a 67% free throw shooter. She puts the first one up in the air. It'll be nothing but net. Second one up is good as well. And as a freshman last year, you know, the times that she would come in the game, like she did make a difference. She was a key contributor off the bench, and she's only done more of that this season. So like you said, as she goes up again on an offensive foul against Williams, she is going to be a key contributor in the coming years, as Jamisha Sanders will as well. Those two, that's going to be the big forces down low, I believe, for the Pacers in the next couple of seasons. The Pacers up here 11-6. Well short on the 3-point attempt.
Yeah, you got to give credit to sophomore guard number 1, Alexis Muriel of the Falcons. She is just putting her body on the line as she hit the floor 3 consecutive times within a time span of 30 seconds. Talk about leaving it all out there on the court.
DeVincenzo looking for some options here to find Williams. Williams an offensive foul, her last touch of the ball. She gets it down low. This is a nice block for Angel Rowland as Pfeiffer will bring this back up the floor. Bentley to the right corner with it. Three-pointer is no good. Shalonda Wilkins will miss that one. DeVincenzo left side as she will get fouled.
This is starting to become a very physical game that we're seeing here in the early parts of this ball game.
First quarter flying by here. Only 2:51 to play here in the first. DeVincenzo, a couple of free throws coming up. First one is good. A 70% free throw shooter on the team on the year. Second one rattles in as well. 2 for 2 there for DeVincenzo. Some nice free throw shooting on her part as the Pacers will extend that lead 13-6. As Taylor will check in here for the first time tonight. Stephanie Chandler coming up full head of steam. Williams right side, got it.
Stephanie Chandler is such an unselfish player. She was able to come up with that steal on the defensive side, and instead of just trying to take it to the rack herself, just noticed Kira Williams out of the corner of her eye all alone to set up a nice play there and another score for the Pacers.
Unselfish and high energy this year for the Pacers for sure. I mean, from the opening night to now, she's been a very high energy player for the Pacers when they need that little burst.
If you're Coach Dickens, those are two key things you want to see come for one of your bench players. Chandler also has a bright future in this Pacer program.
Absolutely. Osina, no good, gets her own miss and puts it in left corner as now the Pacers up double digits, 17-6.
Pacers had a total of 17 second chance points in that win against the Pride on Sunday.
Peters underneath, no good. Taylor rips the rebound away, gets it to DeVincenzo. She'll slow the pace a bit, let her teammates join her on the other end. Pacers up 11 here, minute 22 to play in the first as Coach Dickens trying to get something stirred up on the floor, getting a play going, and it pays off as DeVincenzo converts.
DeVincenzo seemed a little confused on what the play was from Coach Dickens, so she just decided, hey, I'll take it to the rack myself, and it paid off.
I thought Coach Dickens was just going to take the ball and do it herself.
Honestly, she has that previous playing background.
Three-pointer up, rattles up and in. Cutting the lead to 10. Pacers up here. They've led pretty much the whole way this quarter.
DeVincenzo from back-to-back spots at the top of the key, trying to find somebody to pass to. Doesn't like the options she sees, so she just says, hey, I'll do it myself. Those are two great back-to-back plays out of the junior guard.
19 seconds remain, and a little floater is good. Sabrina Bentley, Pfeiffer, their only lead of the night was the first bucket of the game when they took a lead by 2-0. Other than that, it's been all Pacers here in the first 5 seconds to go. DeVincenzo with it.
3 for 3.
Hand and left side, no good. As that was a pretty similar situation as opening night game when she hit a buzzer beater from literally almost that same spot to wrap up the first quarter of the opening game. So it's been all Pacers, 21-11 after 1. We'll take a short break and get back to you right on the Pacer Sports Network. Pacers up 10 here as we get the second quarter started from the Herm. It is a pleasure to have you in as always. 69 of you with us right now live. Lauren Cross brings this up. She's back in the game for the Pacers. Gets to Austin. Austin to Chandler. Chandler to Sanders. Good ball movement here by the Pacers. High energy here early as Chandler gets a lot of contact there. No whistle, surprisingly. Pfeiffer will get their first crack at it this quarter. Drive in is good. Marina Bentley. Cross to Sanders. Sanders takes a jumper contested, no good. Allen had a nice hand up in her face. Pfeiffer back on the other end and gets this one to go as Pfeiffer's starting to get a little something brewing here with almost a minute ticked off the clock in the second. Pacers still lead 6. But Chandler almost loses that, and that's going to be a turnover.
Yeah, William Peace now just has to do a better job of just controlling the tempo a little bit of this game. It seems like Pfeiffer's really thriving off this high energy right now and this fast pace that this game's turning into.
So all it takes is just to get one of those sparks to stick. As Pfeiffer has gotten a little something brewing here as they've cut the lead to 6. No good by Allen as this will be lost out of bounds. A last touch by a Pacer defender, I believe. 8:46 to play here in the second quarter. WP scoreless over the last minute 47. They wrapped up the first half, or excuse me, the first quarter with a really hot hand. First miss by Pfeiffer in a little while. Cross gets it. Nice little drive inside, no good. But Sanders there to retrieve it and put it back in.
Those are the kind of looks you want to look for through the Pacers in your offensive possession. The nice little pass to the left or right side, swing in, cut to the basket, and even if you don't get the layup to fall in, you at least have somebody there to get the rebound like Sanders did on that previous play.
Lauren Cross rips down the offensive rebound as Pfeiffer will take this one out of bounds in transition. It will stay with William Peace. Pass. Cross with it, pull up Jay, bank is open, and she gets that one to go. Pacers reclaim their double-digit lead here, 25-15. Snapping a little cold streak over the last couple of minutes for the Pacers. Is good, a deep 2. Now a pass over the head of Sanders in transition.
Just like we were talking about, Will, a little bit of the scenes that we saw last week against the Pride here at the Herm. The Pacers, I understand you want to take advantage of the opportunity. You just want to slow it down a little bit and not get too much of a full head of steam on those breakaway passes.
So far, only 8 turnovers for the Pacers. Pfeiffer has 6 as that shot is no good there. Pfeiffer recovers the rebound. Fresh shot clock. Muriel will kick this one around. Wilkins, yes, from the right corner. Now Pfeiffer cuts it to 5. Started the quarter with a hot hand. Peace put it back to 10. Now Pfeiffer getting a little something going again. Sanders shot no good. Taylor gets the rebound. Back to Sanders inside and a little too strong down in the left block. Rolling to get the rebound and quickly get it to Muriel. Muriel brings it up. Right lane. Sanders good defense. Shot too strong. Taylor gets the rebound for William Peace. Baker, nice pass in transition. Cross, Sanders, and too strong again. three-point attempt. It'll be William P's ball. Some sloppy play there as Sanders attempted to get it to Taylor, and Taylor was already running the other way.
Yeah, and honestly, the Pacers got lucky there. That three-point shot wasn't knocked down. As Cross was a little slow to get back on the other end of the court after going down hard on the previous offensive possession. She seems to be okay. Now Sanders does pick up her first personal foul, as the Pacers have a total of 3 team fouls.
I believe somebody lost a contact lens. That's what I think is going on.
This does give both teams an opportunity to kind of slow down, catch their breath, as this game has really turned into a sloppy game on both sides.
Yep, you took the words right out of my. I mean, both sides. Yeah, both sides is. It's been a little ugly the last couple of minutes. So sometimes that's what you need, is that little pause and play to kind of regroup, get back, center yourself, get back to what you know how to do. Both teams back out on the floor. Amaya McLean at the line here for 2, as she'll put the first one up and in, cutting the lead to just 4 now. She can cut it to 1 possession, hitting the next shot.
Both teams in their previous games really thrived off fast break points. For the Falcons, they had a total of 14 in that win against Mary Ball. Winning for the Pacers, they had a total of 15 in their win against the Pride.
Hard no good on her attempt. Williams to Parton, and this one lost out of bounds. Another piece turnover.
Now it adds up to a total of 9, and Coach Dickens is not too happy about that. Pacers are trying to go down low. They're trying to get points in the paint, but it seems like they're going a little bit too low, as they've been struggling to keep the ball in play right there at the baseline. Might want to try to go back out and try to get some shots just inside the arc.
3-point game here, as Pfeiffer gets that one to go and cuts it to 1. Shalonda Wilkins, senior guard, gets that one to go here, and Peace in danger of trailing for the first time since the opening bucket by Pfeiffer. DeVincenzo gets it up to Austin. Austin, right side, way too strong. A lot of contact, no whistle. As Pfeiffer gets their shot here to take their first lead again since the opening of the game.
Pacers have to be strong on their assignments, making sure that nobody gets left open.
3 is good. Excuse me, that's a deep 2. But regardless, that will take the lead for Pfeiffer. 26-25, your score. Maya McLean, 7 points after that bucket. Alexis Muriel, her second assist. DeVincenzo gets fouled and heaves this one up.
Oh, that's going to be Merle's second foul.
DeVincenzo could tie and give William Peace the lead if she hits 1 and 2 of her shots here.
DeVincenzo, also someone of the Pacers, has been taking a lot of hits, so she's been put down on the ground a couple of times in this game, and she's able to knock down the first free throw, but she's staying resilient, and also she's not letting the contact get to her head, which is something you like to see, because when a game can get pretty physical like this one, tensions can start to rise. So credit to both teams for not letting anything boil over with these contact plays that are being made.
27 all, your score. 4:46 to go here in the first half as DeVincenzo hits both of hers from the charity stripe. Meanwhile, Pfeiffer still on a 12-2 run over the last 3 minutes and 18 seconds. Other end, jumper, and that would be a foul. Free throws coming up here from Maya Johnson. She'll attempt to get Pfeiffer back the lead. She does. The first one swirls in. Second one good as well for Johnson. She'll give Pfeiffer a 2-point lead. Cross quickly gets it up the floor. DeVincenzo wide open left corner, and yes.
Sydney Austin was the Pacer that picked up that previous foul. That's now her first personal, as the Pacers already have 10 team fouls late here in the half.
Bucket on the other end, and Pfeiffer takes the lead back again. A couple of back-to-back. You hit me, I hit you right back by Pfeiffer and William Peace, and Baker responds as there's another blow by William Peace to give themselves a 2-point lead.
This is where it's going to get interesting here in this ball game. Both of these teams going back and forth with each other. As I believe Kiera Williams just picked up her second personal foul. Or excuse me, that's going to go against number 30, Sierra Baker. So that's her first personal.
Bucket will count, and one free throw is no good. There for Maya McLean. Meanwhile, though, Pfeiffer does tie it up at 33. With 3:45 to go here in the first half. Cross running the point. Baker with it, right side into Kiera Williams. Jumper right near the free throw line, no good, as Austin will get the rebound. As William Peace gets a fresh shot clock here. DeVincenzo with it. Side, Williams, a little contact, no good. The defense there and a good rebound from Angel Rowland. Meanwhile, on the other side, Pfeiffer reclaims the lead. Peters gets that one to go.
Some miscommunication there on the defensive side for the Pacers. Just wrong execution of who was supposed to be guarding who on that previous play. And now another turnover going against the Pacers. I need to correct myself again. The Pacers have 11 turnovers and 5 personal fouls. I got those mixed up on my last comment.
So far, 11 points for Pfeiffer off of those turnovers by William Peace. Shot there. Kiera Williams comes down with it. Good defense there by Pfeiffer. It will stay here with William Peace. And I feel like here recently, men's or women's team, whenever they've been trailing by a lot, when we look at the points off of the turnovers, it feels like you eliminate that and it's a tie ball game. That's not so much the case here tonight, as William Peace is only down 2. Which is a testament to how well they're playing offensively, I would say. As a result there, DeVincenzo nails a 3 as she's got 14 as she's heating up here. As she's been pretty much all the offense for William Peace this quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. And to your previous point, I know most coaches are not going to want to hear me say what I'm about to say, but for this Lady Pacers team, I feel like they sort of really find themselves as a group and get their style of play going when they find themselves in these situations where it's a new ball game and they're having to kind of regain control. That's really when they start running out of stable and taking control of ball games.
Pfeiffer on the other end after Chandler's miss, no good. He's still claiming a 1-point lead at 36-35. A minute 52 remains here in the second when DeVincenzo with the hot hand. She gets it off to Williams. Williams to Austin. Austin drives up the right side as she will have that one stolen away. Pass intended for Lauren Cross out in the left corner. Wilkins pass inside. Peters will get fouled. I believe that'll go against Stephanie Chandler.
Foul will go against Chandler. That's her first personal. 16 foul.
Pretty fast-paced first half here. Not too many timeouts. Even the timeouts we've had.
I was going to say, yeah, we haven't had that many media timeouts. And the ones that we've had have been very short.
First free throw is good for Peters, a freshman. Not too many freshmen on this Pfeiffer roster. You got Peters, you got Evans, and really, other than those two and Walton, you've only got 3 freshmen on that squad. So a pretty mature and pretty deep veteran squad there, I would say. As Pfeiffer reclaims the lead by a point, 37-36. So far, the largest lead has been 2 for Pfeiffer. This has been a lot of back and forth lead changes here over the last half of this quarter.
You got to give credit number 21, Pamela Maka, the Lady Pacers, who just checked back into this ball game. She tried to go right to the rim and got her own rebound, and she was able to set up a second chance opportunity for the Pacers on that offensive possession.
Meanwhile, DeVincenzo continues to just dominate this quarter on offense for the Pacers. 16 points here after that layup attempt. DeVincenzo 5 of her last 6 from the field. She's made. Chandler on the other end for William Peace as they extend the lead now to 3, 40-37. And we haven't seen too much of that where either one of these teams has gotten 2 buckets or they've gotten a bucket to stop in another bucket. It's been kind of back and forth as William Peace gets back-to-back buckets there. 17 seconds to go, 9 on the shot clock here. Three-pointer, left side, no good.
Now the Pacers have to go.
DeVincenzo brings it up. Right side, well off the backboard, and
I'm kind of surprised the Falcons just kind of let that time expired. I mean,
they did. That's going to do it here. That's the first half here. Pacers lead at 40-37. A lot of back and forth blows here in this quarter after a pretty dominant performance by the Pacers in the first quarter. We will take a break with the score at 40-37. We'll catch you when the third quarter gets going here on the Pacers Sports Network. Second half getting ready to get underway here from the Pacer Sports Network here on the campus of William Peace University in downtown Raleigh. So first quarter was mostly William Peace. The only time Pfeiffer led was the opening bucket when they got up 2-0. Other than that, Peace had to lead the whole way. And then the second quarter was kind of wacky. We talked about this during the break. It was a little back and forth. Peace got a little sloppy at times, and it was kind of back and forth blows for the most part, but both teams were a little
Yeah, second quarter definitely, this whole ball game changed completely. It's just as far as the style of play, and both teams kind of ugly style of play rearing its head here in this ball game. But for William Peace, even though they've given up the lead and now find themselves kind of in a brand new ball game, as I mentioned, I feel like at times this is where this Lady Pacers team thrives the most, is when they have to battle back to regain tight ball games such as this one.
Yeah, when they've had their backs to the wall this season, to your point, I mean, they've figured it out.
They really shone.
They didn't stay down. They didn't keep getting kicked around. They made a move, as we see there, as Lauren Cross gets things started, gets that bench fired up by William Peace. Yeah, they have never gone down without a fight. I mean, whether it was they come back and win, or they come back and make a legit game out of it and just lose close, they have always come back after getting beat up a little bit. So it'll be, and honestly, I mean, they were only down by a couple even when they were down in the second quarter.
Yeah, I should have said giving up this lead. Like, it's a tremendous difference now.
Yeah, so far the largest lead by Pfeiffer has only been 2 a couple of times. So Pardon other end. Sanders gets that one to go.
And that's another thing that's a difference that you see in ball games like this, especially in the second half. A struggle for the Pacers in that first half was trying to get the ball quick to the basket in transition. On that previous play, just a couple of boom moves, and just like that, the Pacers were able to score. So that's a positive coming out of halftime. You like to see if you're a member of the Pacers coaching staff.
45-39, your score. Pacers up 6. They've led by as much as 13 at the 1:15 mark in the first quarter, back when they were up 19-6. Earl gets that one a little long. Sanders comes down with the rebound. So just bring it up herself. Sanders 11 points tonight. Devin Shenso, who's currently on the Pacer bench, leads the Pacers in scoring with 16. So far, DeVincenzo and Sanders have been the driving factors on offense. Sanders, was the one that really got it going early. DeVincenzo, the second quarter belonged to her. Foul number 2 for Lauren Cross.
Yeah, and DeVincenzo only had 11 points in the Pacers' previous game on the road, taking on the Greensboro Pride, which they were able to sweep the Pride in that series. And as you mentioned, she has 16 points already in this ballgame. Jamisa Sanders falling right behind her at 11. So a good showing already so far for DeVincenzo. And that's another thing that I've realized throughout this season, is that it's a group effort every single game. You have a different lead-in scorer on the team in each contest for the Pacers.
Well, we've talked about this before. I feel like I've talked with people off the air about this when we're having sports conversations. It's like one star is only going to take you so far. Like, it might be flashy and you might get it done on certain nights, but it's never going to take you deep into a season. It's never going to take you deep into a tournament. But if you've got a deep squad of somebody who could go off at any time, and God forbid all of them at the same time,
it makes a difference.
It makes a difference, and that's what separates really the elite teams and the okay to not so good teams.
Juice and momentum, 2 key things right here in the final stretch of the season. The Lady Pacers have had the juice all season long. They've had great showings in many of their games, and right now they have the momentum with 2 wins coming into this ballgame tonight as they look to extend their win streak to 3.
Meanwhile, Peace up 8 currently. 47-39, 7:03 to go. Sydney Austin, layup. That was her first bucket of the night, actually. Sierra Baker on the assist, her first assist of the night. Pfeiffer looking to get something going here. Deep two is good by Muriel. So now it'll be a quick timeout by Pfeiffer. Pacers coming out looking pretty good here in the second half, or at least the early parts of the second half. We'll see if they can keep that going. They currently lead 47-41 here with 6:52 to go in the third. Take a short break and come right back. We're glad you're with us on the Pacers Sports Network. Pacers up 6 here, 6:52 to go here in the third. Austin will inbound this one to Parton. Pfeiffer looking to try and get a little something going here, as it's been mostly William Peace here in the third. Steal by Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer trying to get a little something going here. Down on the right side. Good ball movement here by the Falcons. A little short by Allen. Shot there by McLean, and she will get that one to go. A deep two, as that'll now cut it to 4. And now a steal by Pfeiffer on the other end. Trying to bring it back to a one-possession game, but with a bucket here. Allen. Nice pass to the right corner. Nothing there for Bentley. Allen and get a nice little 2 to go on the right side as it'll cut it to 2 here. And now Falcons getting a little something brewing up.
And this is another time when the Pacers kind of struggle when they just come up empty and one-and-done possessions, as they're able to capitalize here. And that's what the Pacers need to keep doing. They can't let Pfeiffer keep jabbing at them and crawling back into this ball game.
Austin able to get another bucket to go. Meanwhile, now Lauren Cross gets a steal, gets it to Austin, and now Austin's got 3 quick buckets over the last couple of minutes and has the Pacers back up to a 51-45 6-point lead. As we're almost halfway through the third, and nice block there by Pamela Mock. Because that'll get the Peace bench all riled up.
And that's what the Lady Pacers have to do. They have to find ways to create their own energies. That's a big-time defensive play there by Mock. And now the Pacers can capitalize off this with an offensive possession coming their way. It'd be a game changer as they can start to pull away with this ball game once again.
Timeout by Pfeiffer. And, you know, to your point, no fans, obviously, this year, at least for basketball anyway. We'll see about outdoor sports. But it's like there is no fans to create energy for you. Not that you need fans for that, but they definitely help. Like, you got to create your own energy, whether it's within yourself, whether it's your teammates on the floor, but more specifically here, that Peace bench, or whoever you are, but that Peace bench has had several moments this game where they really get fired up. They've had several moments this year where they really get fired up, and it makes a difference.
The hype squad on a bench this year for a team has never been more essential than ever. I know it's kind of funny to jokingly say, like, oh yeah, you need somebody to celebrate the 3-point shots, but when you don't have fans here in the building, and as the Pacers get ready for the conference tournament and potentially playoffs, your whole team has to be in it 100%. They have to be fully involved.
Genso back in here. I believe this is the first time she's in this quarter. Dominant performance by her in the second quarter, as Williams will miss that one. She was looking for a foul, didn't get it. Pfeiffer on the other end gets this one to go. This one, Brina Bentley.
So here we go again. Both teams starting to go back and forth with each other. It's going to be key to see which team's going to come up with the first defensive stop, as that could be a game changer.
Deep two is up and no good. This one from Brina Bentley. She will come back in and one as the bucket will count, and she will head to the line as now Pfeiffer's bench starting to get involved. As they cut it to 4 here.
And that foul is going to go against Kiera Williams. That's now going to be her second personal foul.
Free throw good. Brina Bentley, a senior forward from Chester, Virginia. As again, she puts a nice little jolt in that Pfeiffer bench. As now it's a 3-point game, 53-50. 4:15 to go here in the third. Kind of much like we saw in the first half. You know, William Peace owned the first quarter, and then we saw something similar to this where, you know, Pfeiffer just gradually chipped away, and then it really just became a battle of back and forth blows. I got a funny feeling we're getting ready to see those back and forth blows here any minute. As Pfeiffer's really picked up their energy here. Now Mock, and that'll be a backcourt violation as she loses the handle on it.
That's now going to add to a total of 15 turnovers for the Pacers. The Falcons only have 9 turnovers in this ball game.
So far, 15 points by Pfeiffer off of those William Peace turnovers. And the 3 here would knot us up at 53 all. 3:50 to play here in the third. Things starting to heat up here into the Hearn. Both benches involved, both teams staying in it. Allen misses her shot attempt from the right corner. Osina will come down with the rebound and a pass into Williams. Williams, DiVincenzo, 3. No bank.
But that was a good move there by the Pacers, speeding it up in transition and driving all the defenders into the rim to try and follow the ball and then popping it out for a 3-point opportunity. Unfortunately, just couldn't go down.
That'll be a travel there by Bentley, but yeah, really good ball movement. A fast-paced ball movement as well. Kind of drew the defenders away from where they wanted to get the shot off. Just unfortunately, Bank not open that time for DiVincenzo. A rare miss for her tonight as she leads scoring for both teams, 18 points. She'll bring this one up. 3:15 to play here in the third. Pacers up 3.
Now the Pacers are going to slow down the pace just a little bit here. It's going to be DiVincenzo going to her go-to move. Driving in from the right side. Can't get it to fall in, but does draw the contact.
She'll go to the line here for 2 shots. Again, as earlier mentioned, DiVincenzo a 69% free throw shooter on the season.
Foul going against number 0, Jalea Peters of the Falcons. That's now her second personal 16 foul. Once again, another fast-paced quarter. We're already at the 3-minute mark.
It's been flying by. DiVincenzo hits both of her free throws and will extend the Pacer lead out to 5. Still the biggest lead of the night by the Pacers has been 13 at the end of the first quarter. It's been pretty tight ever since then. And the three-pointer is good. That'll be Shalonda Wilkins, one of those seniors for Pfeiffer's. They stay near.
And we have an interesting break in the game now. It's not a timeout from either team. It's not a media timeout. And in situations like that one, it's also the floor sweeper that's an essential. Talk about an essential worker in a basketball game. There you go.
Very essential.
While we have a pause here in the game as DiVincenzo shoots her first free throw, how fired up are you for opening weekend on the Pacer Sports Network for baseball?
Well, I'm extra fired up, but I'm very fired up just as a former Pacer baseball player. You know, last year being my first year calling games for them. Obviously, COVID ended the season abruptly in March as we're creeping up on a year since then. So to be back out there at the USA Complex in Philly is going to be very, very exciting for me and everybody on the team. So it'll be exciting for that. Hope all of you can join us for that.
Doubleheader on Sunday as well.
Yeah, against Roanoke College. That'll be an interesting one for sure. Pacers only lead it by 4, but Pfeiffer in transition might have something to say about that. Shot attempt no good. Taylor will rip this one away, but I believe they'll call a travel. Good hustle there by Taylor. Just not able to keep her footing after she ripped the ball away.
So now it's starting to feel like a little bit of that second quarter action where nothing's really falling in for either team. As a foul on the floor or a foul on the shot's called. And it's going to go against number 21, Pamela Mock of the Pacers. That's going to be her first personal.
This one rattles in. Leading scorer Bentley for Pfeiffer. Good. Bentley's starting to heat up. 17 points for her tonight. 3 players in double digits. You know, again, we were talking about players that can, having a multitude of options. 3 players in double digit scoring for Pfeiffer. Bentley's got 17, and Wilkins and McLean both have 11. It's now just a 2-point game here. DeVincenzo, Taylor drives in. Williams left block, way too strong, no whistle. And Taylor put up no good, as that will be a foul. It's Johnson, I believe.
Yeah, Bentley, she had a good game in their win against Mary Baldwin this past Monday. She finished with 15 points, 6 of 11 from the field, 0-2 from the 3-point line.
Mock looking for somewhere to go, has to lob it over everybody's heads to Osina. Osina kicks to Mock. Mock! And no good there, gets her own miss, and she goes up and gets fouled. Now she will head to the line.
So Maya Johnson picking up the previous foul for the Falcons. That's her first personal. And on the
Mock. Go ahead.
I was just going to say on the shot attempt by Mock, foul was going to go against Rowland. That's her first personal.
Mock no good on her first attempt. Second one will go in. She goes 1 of 2 there, so still a 1-possession game. Pacers leading by 3 here. A minute 47 remains in the third. Things have started to tighten up a little bit here in the later half of the third quarter. Aerial handoff to Rowland. Rowland no good, and Osina will bring this one up. A full head of steam for William Peace. Little crossover dribble. Deep 2 is no good. Pfeiffer will come up with the rebound. Muriel drive in, kick it away, and this one good by Johnson.
2-on-1 advantage there. I mean, smart move by DeVincenzo trying to set her feet and draw the contact for an offensive foul. Just couldn't get her feet set, and the Falcons are able to come up with a bucket there.
DeVincenzo 3, and it's good.
Makes up for it on the other end, though.
That one will put the Pacers back up by 4. Under a minute to go here, 45 seconds left in the third. Johnson receives the pass, gets it down low. Back to Johnson. Johnson converts with little trouble there. Falcons now within 2 yet again. It's been, Peace has had the lead the whole quarter, but it's been back and forth blows here, within this 4-3-point deficit range for Pfeiffer. DiVincenzo let the clock melt just a bit, maybe a half a second, or 0.5 seconds. Separating the game and the shot clock. No more. The shot clock is down. Going to be a double dribble called against Taylor. So now 3 new players enter the game here for William Peace. Chandler, Sanders, and Austin will all check back in. Their first time back in a while. Pfeiffer, last attempt of the quarter, and it's no good. It'll end up in the hands of Austin, and that will do it for the third. Peace up by 2. They've maintained the lead the whole third, but again, it's been kind of back and forth, and it's anybody's game right now. So we'll see what they can do. Fourth quarter coming at you when we come back on the Pacers Sports Network. Fourth quarter coming at you here from the Herm. Peace up by 2 here, 61-59. We took a look at the beginning of the game at, the standings in the division, more so on the William Peace side of things. Pfeiffer coming into this one, they are in the same division as William Peace. They currently sit at the 5 spot in that lot of 8 teams in the division. Cross gets a 3 to go to open up the quarter. Pfeiffer 3-3 in the conference. Not really looking for playoffs at this point as it's a little too late in the season. William Peace currently 6-4 overall at that 3 spot. They're basically going to have to run the table the rest of the way and have some of these, either Wesleyan or Meredith lose a couple of games the rest of the way. So it's going to be interesting to see how things kind of jumble up and finish as we approach the end of the regular season in the next couple of weeks. Meanwhile, Pacers lead by 5 here. Whistle down low for Pfeiffer. That'll be a foul against William Peace. I believe that'll be against DiVincenzo. That will send Amaya McLean to the line.
Yeah, foul does go against DiVincenzo. That's going to be her first personal of the night.
Not bad. First one of the night.
Well, a total of 11 fouls for the Pacers as a team. That's another thing that's kind of hurts them all together in close games like this, is just giving the other team free opportunities from the charity stripe.
Yeah, luckily though, those fouls have been kind of spread out, and they only have 2 players with 2 fouls. That's the most that any player has, so luckily there's nobody in real foul trouble at this point. I knocked on wood.
Plastic.
It's the thought that counts.
We take what we can get here.
Pacers lead by 5, and now on the other end, that's a foul against Sydney Austin. I promise I knocked on wood.
I was just about to say that now gives Sydney Austin her second personal of the night.
Pfeiffer looking to get something going here. They trail by 5. Nice takeaway by William Peace. Baker almost loses it. Austin there to recover it. Cross. No good on the right block. Austin comes up with the rebound, and that's going to be ruled a jump ball. And now it'll come back to Pfeiffer here. 8:54 to play in the fourth.
That was a great look there by Austin to Cross on that nice little one-hand pass to the right side to try and get Cross the wide open layup. Fortunately, just didn't go in. Those are the kind of looks you want to make, though, in breakaway spots like that.
Allen receives the pass. Kicks it out. Three-point attempt is good. That one from McClain, and now here comes Pfeiffer as they only trail by 2. 66-64. It's still anybody's game. It's going to be Falcons Reagan Allen. Chandler will check in for Baker.
They'll give Allen her second personal of the night. And she'll head to the bench.
Yeah, same thing on the Pfeiffer side. They've only got 3 players that have 2 fouls, no more than that. So they've done a good job of kind of spreading those fouls out too. Chandler gets a nice steal following the Peace bucket. Maybe one more coming. As DeVincenzo chases this down. Peace up 4. Sanders down on the left block, loses it. Austin there to recover it. And now stolen away. A sloppy possession there by William Peace, taking care of the ball. They mishandled it a couple of times and then ultimately had it stolen away. Pfeiffer. A three-point attempt is no good there. That one by Maya Johnson. Chandler chases that one down, gets it to DeVincenzo. DeVincenzo brings it up. Down to Sanders. Sanders gets that one to go on the right side. Pacers back up 6.
Another good transition move. It only took 3 passes as Cross almost came up with a big steal.
Also there by Lauren Cross. Almost got the steal as this one will go out of bounds off of her. Sanders 17 points now following that layup. Assist will go to the current points leader for William Peace, DeVincenzo.
Cross, she's tough. I mean, she also hit the floor hard once again on that deflection that she tried to come up with the steal. But she's back up on her feet. She's someone that likes to compete. And it shows right now. She has 8 points to contribute.
Good look there, nothing doing there for Peters. A fresh shot clock for Pfeiffer. Another three-point attempt, no good. Chandler gets the rebound.
A great move there by Chandler to sign and just settle it down there a little bit, not try to rush up the floor. And now the Pacers have a chance to set up a play.
Cross with it, with the midcourt logo as she will call the play. DeVincenzo just enough to beat the shot clock, rattles in and out. Deep 2, no good. 6-point lead here still by the Pacers. Make it 4 as on the other end, Peters gets this one to go. Timeout coming at you. 6:42 to go here in the 4th. Pacers still lead it with Pfeiffer in hot pursuit. Pacers with a 4-point lead. We'll take a short break and come right back. Glad you're with us on the Pacers Sports Network. .6:42 to go here in the 4th. So far the lead changes have been fairly even. William Peace has had 5 leads in this game and Pfeiffer has had 4. These teams have been knotted up twice.
Fortunately for the Pacers, that does give them their 20th turnover. which is something you want to try and keep down.
Williams will tip this one to DeVincenzo. Pacers up 4, 6 minutes and change. As Chandler will go up in a lot of contact, but they're going to call a travel. Peters looking for somewhere to go. Good defense here by Lauren Cross. Peters, little crossover dribble, well short. The shot might have even been tipped, but they're going to call a foul against Stephanie Chandler, I
believe. Yep, that foul will go against Chandler. That's going to be her second personal.
Good here by Peters from the line.
Chandler is going to stay in this ball game. She's had a quiet night, only with 2 points, but she's set up some big offensive plays for the Pacers, that's for sure.
Chandler cross to DeVincenzo. Pacers only leading by 2. Taylor pass inside intended for Williams, stolen away. Approach the midway point here in the 4th. Pfeiffer could potentially take the lead here with a long ball. Pass goes inside. Rowland goes up off the backboard, no good. DeVincenzo gets the rebound for Peace. DeVincenzo goes up. Foul is called. Bucket no good. And now that'll send the Pacers' leading scorer on the night, DeVincenzo, to the line for 2 free throws. Again, she's a 69% free throw shooter on the year, not counting the one she's made in this game.
And that foul is going to go against Peters of the Falcons. That's going to be her third personal. Great move there by DeVincenzo. A nice little half-step shimmy as she went right in between 2 Falcon defenders, able to draw contact as she went up to the bucket.
So no free throws coming up, it looks like, because they're going to say that foul was on the floor before the shot. Sanders goes up, gets fouled, and now she will go to the line. So that'll be a foul against Evans of Pfeiffer. Jamisha Sanders will attempt to make this a 2-possession game again. She can do so with only, or she's going to have to hit both free throws to do that. First one is good. 3-point lead now by the Pacers. Sanders with 18 points as she's second in scoring behind DeVincenzo for William Peace. Second one rattles out, so it'll be a 3-point lead. And a long pass down to Bentley, and now kick out Bentley on the assist. 3-pointer is good by Wilkins.
And Bentley's starting to heat up here. She now has 20 points, 7 of 15 from the field. And she is now 1 of 2 from the 3-point arc.
Third time today that Pfeiffer has tied William Peace, and now it's at 71. Cross tried to break it up, and she'll be no good there. Pfeiffer, a chance here to reclaim the lead, and they do.
Stephanie Chandler's in disbelief over that call, as that's not going to be her third personal. She's going to have to come out.
Free throw attempt no good, and another and one.
2 unfortunate cases of events for the Pacers, as Coach Dickens now is going to want to talk things over with her team, as Sydney Austin was given the foul on that one. That's now her third personal.
Pfeiffer reclaims the momentum here as they take a 4-point lead, and another free throw coming up for them when we come back from a break right here on the Pacers Sports Network. 4:48 to go here in the fourth. Pfeiffer starting to heat up as they lead by 4. Back-to-back and ones. The first one they did not make the extra free throw, and then a nice offensive rebound and a putback resulted in the and one for Brina Bentley. She does make her free throw and gives Pfeiffer their biggest lead of the night at 5. Now Pfeiffer takes it back from William Peace before they could take a step further across midcourt. Whistle blown. I believe that will be against William Peace. Brina Bentley, 20 points now. She's the leading scorer for Pfeiffer. DeVincenzo will check out. Osina will check in. A couple of free throws are coming up here for Shalonda Wilkins. First one good. So now Pfeiffer leads by 6. So now this will be the biggest amount of adversity that William Peace has faced this whole game. We'll see if they can respond with 4:39 to go. Second free throw is good for Wilkins. 7-point lead here for Pfeiffer. Cross. Get fouled before she can even cross midcourt. That foul against Peters.
That's not going to be Peters' 4th foul. And both Chandler and Austin, each with 3 personal fouls, were staying in this ball game.
Pacers looking to get something going here. 2, and excuse me, a 3 as Osina was behind the line there. That'll put a little dent in that deficit here. As Pacers trail by 4. They have not trailed very much this game as they've led for 83% of the game. Right now, Pfeiffer leading when it matters. Is now a steal on the other end. Pfeiffer takes it back, and that will be a foul against Osina.
That's going to be Osina's first personal foul. It seems like the Pacers now are starting to rack up nothing but fouls against them as they're going to put the Falcons back on the line.
Four fouls now for Sydney Austin. First free throw is good.
I was just about to correct myself. That's now 4 personal against Austin. So that's going to be very interesting to see what Coach Dickens and her staff are going to do.
Sanders chases this one down. Pacers down by 5 here, 79-74. With 3:45 to go. And I got a funny feeling it's going to be a very interesting 3 minutes and 45 seconds.
Get the gasoline out. This is going to be a barn burner.
Here we go. Here it is. Osina to Austin. Austin right side. Little pull-up J. Just short. As that'll be Johnson to come down with the rebound for Pfeiffer. Muriel quickly gets it. On the shot clock here for Pfeiffer. Down low, right block. Good defense by Chandler, as I believe she got a block. She'll take it coast to coast. Other end, a little too far to the left. Her shot's no good. So a 5-point lead by Pfeiffer. 2:45 to go. Three is no good. Touch by Muriel, so it'll be back to William Peace. 2:36 remains. Baker checks in, Taylor checks in, Austin, Chandler both check out.
And if you're the Pacers here, my objective is just trying to attack the rim, go inside, and just drive to the paint, try to get fouls called against the Falcons.
DeVincenzo to Baker, Baker back to DeVincenzo. DeVincenzo kind of a quiet forward, but Sanders will get fouled.
Foul's going to go against Rowland of the Falcons. That's now going to be her 3rd personal. Rowan, I should say.
A couple of free throws coming up for Sanders. She hits the first. Pacers now within 4. Second one too long, so it'll stay a 2-possession game. Muriel brings it up. Nothing there for Muriel. Good defense here by DeVincenzo. DeVincenzo loses her footing. Down low, no good for Rowland, and this one will stay with Pfeiffer out of bounds off of William Peace. Allen checks in here for Pfeiffer. Long cross checks in for William Peace. 2 minutes and 3 seconds remain. It is a 4-point game, 79-75. Pfeiffer's led by as many as 7 so far in this little run in the 4th. From the left corner, leading scorer for Pfeiffer goes up, gets fouled. Bucket not good this time, but she will get 2 free throws, and she's been pretty good from the line so far. So far, 4 for 4 at the line tonight, Bentley.
Foul will go against Sanders of the Pacers. That's going to be her second personal.
First one good for Bentley. Now that'll put Pfeiffer back up 5. Again, they've led by as many as 7 in this run. Bentley again, this one will crawl out. That's her first miss from the stripe tonight. DeVincenzo receives it from Sanders. 1:45 to go. Critical possession here for William Peace. Sanders gets the pass, she gets double teamed. Lauren Cross inside, nice pass to Taylor. First one no good, Taylor, second one no good. Sanders gets blocked. Good defense there by Pfeiffer, as there was just nothing there. 3 attempts, 2 by Taylor, 1 by Sanders. Luckily it was off of one of the Pfeiffer defenders out of bounds, so William Peace will keep it with 11 on the shot clock. 1:31 to go. Cross, catch and shoot, 3-pointer, right side, good.
And that is a big-time shot there by Cross as the Pacers, before the ball went out of bounds, were just throwing everything at the basket, trying to get something to fall in. So it's a good thing they're able to come up with a 3 there. Now they just got to get a defensive stop here with 1:15 remaining. Cannot foul here. And unfortunately, the Pacers do just that, as a foul is going to be called against Osina. As that's going to be her first personal.
That'll send Bentley back to the line. 5 of 6 at the charity stripe here tonight. She missed her last attempt.
I was going to say, not the person especially you want to put on the free throw line for the Falcons.
This one off. Got chased down by Muriel. And now that'll be a fresh shot clock here as a minute remains. Pacers trailing by 3.
This is also going to allow the Falcons here to run some time off, which puts the Pacers in a bind because you can't foul to stop the clock and send them to the free throw line. So you just got to come up with a defensive stop.
Shot clock expires. Shot no good. And Osina will chase this one down and get fouled. Good hustle there by Osina. That'll send Osina to the line for 2 shots here. She's a 50% free throw shooter on the year. Pacers trail by 3 here. 2 makes here will put them within 1.
Foul goes against Johnson of the Falcons. That's her second personal. Big time free throws coming up for Osina. First one good, nothing but net for Osina.
Nice clutch free throw there as now the Pacers within 2. Second one good for Osina, a high arcing free throw as she comes up clutch there, 2 of 2. Now a timeout with a 1-point Pfeiffer lead, 38.6 seconds remaining. Pfeiffer will get it when we come back. We'll take a short break. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to the Pacer Sports Network. .6 seconds to go here. Pfeiffer up by a point.
The official just asked us, is this game going to overtime? What you think, Will?
I think somebody's going to get a dagger right here. It's either going to be Pfeiffer or Peace, but somebody's going to end this right here.
Foul on the floor going against the Pacers. That's going to go against Devin Chinta. That's going to now be her 3rd personal.
Going to send Muriel to the line.
Excuse me, that's only Devin Chinta's 2nd personal foul.
And now a timeout called by Pfeiffer, I believe. Excuse me, timeout by William Peace. As Coach Dickens will take a moment to draw something up here. Still plenty of time, 37.6 seconds to go. Pacers trail 2, and we'll take a quick timeout. We'll be right back with you on the Pacer Sports Network. Buckled up. Everybody good here?
I've checked my seatbelt. I've checked the rearview mirrors. We're ready to go here.
Seatbelt buckled. We got our popcorn. 37.6 seconds to go here. Sydney Austin will inbound at the cross. Pacers trail by 2. Devin Chenso. Pass inside, a little high. Austin recovers it. Austin no good on the bank shot. Parton goes up, gets the rebound. This one tipped around. Pfeiffer comes up with it. 25 seconds to go. A William Peace foul, as that'll be Austin, and that will be number 5. As that will be the end of her night, and she will foul out. Stephanie Chandler will check in her place.
And for the Pacers, if the Falcons come up short on this next free throw, don't rush down the other side of the court to try and get a shot up. Really just control the ball and try to get the last shot here.
Still plenty of time for the Pacers. They have to get a quick bucket, though. They've got 18 seconds flat. Timeout coming up here as they draw something up. They still got time.
Yeah, they still have time, and the only unfortunate thing now is now you put yourself in a situation where you have to rush down the court, get a shot up, and that's where the Pacers have struggled a lot.
Yeah.
At times, is trying to get a fast break in transition, or just speed up the tempo of the game. But there's been other times where the Pacers have been able to score all 3 passes just like that, moving the ball up the court. So you just have to be smart in your decision making, really read the court, which is going to be hard to do in 18 seconds as you're trying to get a quick bucket and then get back on a defensive stop.
Well, and what's also tough about this is if they get a 2 and then they go foul, it's like, all right, you hit 2 free throws, you're right back where you started. So really, in a perfect world, they could get a 3. DiVincenzo receives the pass. 16 seconds to go here. She'll heat this one up. It is no good, and it'll be rebounded by rolling of Pfeiffer. 9 seconds remain, and Peace will foul again, as that will send Muriel to the line, I believe, as that should likely do it. Pfeiffer up 5 with 6.2 seconds remaining, which will make it even more difficult here for Peace to try and finagle their way out of this one. Second one good as well. Pfeiffer up 6 here. A large 2-possession deficit. Quick timeout coming up. We'll be right back on the Pacers Sports Network. .2 seconds remaining here in the fourth. Pacers trail 86 to 80. Barton looking for somewhere to go. She will inbound it to DiVincenzo. That's pass going Cross. Cross takes a 3, well short, and that will do it. And Pfeiffer stays around long enough to get a break and get themselves to the finish. What was majority dominated by William Peace. Pfeiffer, they got in a back and forth battle, and they finally got something to stick, and they were able to take it to the finish. So your final here for Herm, 86 to 80. Tough loss for William Peace. Pfeiffer will extend to 4-3 in conference, and William Peace will fall to 6-5. From the Herm, that's going to do it for us tonight. Like we said earlier, we got a busy week ahead. Got men's basketball on Sunday. You'll have that.
I'll be rolling solo.
And then I'll be going solo out at USA for opening weekend out at Pacer Baseball. So fun weekend ahead. Hope you're all here for it. And hope you guys have a good rest of your weekend. From the Pacer Sports Network, hope you have a good one.